Yes, good evening, all of you. Today I am conducting picture depiction session. In this session, the rules were there are three kind of pictures are available in the display chart. You can observe, and each participant can pick one picture, and they can describe wholly about the picture, or they can choose like three of the pictures. They can shortly explain about the pictures. And how to participate in the session, please enter your names through website, website. After that I will call you according to the list of the participants. I'm sure that I explained well about the rules and how to participate in the session. Let us observe who is the first participant in the session.
It's me, Ram.
Hey, hi Ram, how are
Yeah,
you?
hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening Ram. I hope you're doing great.
Yeah, yes, I
Yes,
am.
yes, yes. Nice. Which picture you want to choose?
The second one, the big cactus and the small cactus.
Yes, it's very nice. We are very excited to listen your answers regarding this picture. Please
Okay.
go on.
So the explanation or my interpretation from these images, rich are becoming more rich and poor are becoming more poor because of the systematic, uh, ins- institutionalized form of suffering which poor have. What I'm seeing in these images, there is a big man with whom it is written as rich, and it looks like a cactus, the one who survives on water. On the other hand, there is a small person of half size and resembling the same cactus, and he's also standing, and it is written poor. Rich, from the rich guy, the water is coming, which is coming in the can of the poor guy, and from that can, it is going back to the rich person, and it is providing water to the roots of the rich person. And this is the reality of the same thing. We all need resources to survive. The water is representing the resources, and these resources are in the hand of rich people for their benefit, for multiplying these resources. They take the help of poor people, but indirectly, the the wealth which goes in the hand of poor people is taken back by those rich people. There is a great anthropologist who said that colonization has gone from the world, but the institutions which it has created, they still exist, and they synchronize all the wealth of Africa, Asia back to Europe. And this is the reality. Rich people will have big firms, big companies. With that, they will make some products, services, or goods. We will do work there, we will get some money from it, but when we consume those services, the money will go back to those rich people. And this is a reality. This is the thing. Moreover, in the family wise also, rich people enjoy a very healthy family. They have time to invest with their family members. They do less work, but those who are working under them, they have to do lot of job. They have to, even there are various entrepreneurs, laborers, workers who are working under rich owner, and they have to sacrifice their family, their festivals, their moments of happiness. So the happiness also goes back to rich people. And right to make decision. Rich people, where they are very less in number, obviously they don't have that much political power. But still, using money, they fund the political parties and get their things done. In today's world, you will find in India, eating tobacco, smoking, it is very easy in today's world, today's India. Why? Because many of such companies have already funded to the owner, to the to the political parties, and then in that case harsh and strict decisions will not be taken by political parties against these companies, or against providing mental liberty from these type of addictive substances. So health wise also, and in the terms of decision making also, rich plays a very important role, and poor don't have that much capacity to take decisions. So if you analyze overall, then when comes to money, when comes to resources, when comes to happiness, when comes to right to have decision, and even in the case of health and all other sectors, rich are excelling. Whatever we are getting from these institutes, from these big firms, big companies, it is going back. It is not benefiting us anymore. And that's why there is a great saying: rich are becoming more richer and poor are becoming more poor. So this is my explanation from my side.
Yes, thank you for being a part in the session and being a first participant in the session. And I will tell about from the beginning. You were telling illustration and the word itself, and you started like describing with resources, and you connect with the political and the power. Even the picture is telling us more about the rich person is pouring some amount of resource, and again he is getting from the poor. The way you describe, you never, I think holistically you explain all those things, what the picture is telling about. And I can say, last example, you said about rich becoming very rich and poor becoming very poor. The code you ended, I think very, I think truthful, and whatever the reality the picture is telling, you uh, entirely displayed here in the session. Thank you, Ram, by being a part in the session. Uh, I like your way of explaining.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm audible, or I'm getting
Yeah,
my
yes. Yeah,
yes.
yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you. And the next participant in the session. Here, are you available here?
Yes, I am here.
Yes. Good evening, here.
Good
How are
evening.
you? Yes. Which picture you are going to describe?
Yeah, sometimes your voice is breaking. Okay.
Okay, okay, I understood. I'm also somewhere else. I'm also noticing it's happening. Okay, okay. Now,
Now you are clear. You are clearly audible now.
yes, yes, yes. Which picture you are going to describe for us?
Okay. The first one, the picture with two ladders. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. First
Mm-hmm.
picture.
Yes, yes. The
Please
picture
continue.
with two ladders. Should I go on?
Yes. Uh, you are confident well enough. Please continue.
Okay. Okay, so in this picture, we can see there are two ladders. In the left side, there is a ladder which is not perfect because its rungs are not fit properly. It is somewhat crooked. It cannot be called a perfect ladder. Okay, on the right side, in the right side, there is another ladder which which seems to be perfect once, but right now it has some broken rungs. So though it is perfect, I would say it was perfect once, but now it is broken and unusable. Whereas the crooked ladder, which is ugly, can be used and it can somehow help you to reach to your destination. Maybe will you have to face some problems, but still you can go to your destination through this ladder. but the perfect one is not of any use because it has already broken. Okay, the message this picture uh, conveys, according to me, is that sometimes what happens in search of perfection in our real life, we often begin to ignore what we already have. Okay, perfection is a good thing, and everybody should try to achieve perfection in whatever he or she wants to do. But we must remember perfection doesn't come in one day. So, to achieve perfection, one has to go through many imperfections. Okay, for example, like we take part here in these English speaking sessions, and we know that we have many faults. We often make many kinds of grammatical mistakes, pronunciation errors, and many things. And sometimes our teachers gives us negative feedbacks. But there are some fellow learners who feels that okay, we should not take part in this kind of sessions because if we take part and if we make mistakes, people will laugh, our teachers will give negative feedback, it will be very much insulting. So if someone's thought process is in this kind, then those person will never improve. Okay, so they can think that, okay, I will join these sessions once I achieve perfection. But in real life, they won't be able to achieve perfection in never because they are not trying. So, as there is a saying na, that failure is the pillar of success. Similarly, you have to go through perfection, imperfections, and only then you can achieve perfection. So, this is the message that suggests that similarly I would like to end my discussion by giving another point, like you may love some person, he or she may not be very beautiful, very ordinary, may not be perfectly glamorous or have perfect knowledge, very much educated, but as a person very ordinary and very lovable. So if someone ignores that person by in search of someone who is perfectly beautiful, who has a very good knowledge, then it may happen that you may not find your dream partner in future, because and in search of that dream partner you may ignore your real life partner who could have made who would have made you happy in real life. So in search of perfection we should not ignore our reality, and search of perfection should never be an obsession. Okay, I am done.
Yes, thank you, Air, being a part in the session. I really like you're choosing this first one, the picture, and I can say that you exactly brought what the picture is saying about, and the way you are conveying about the ladders, the two differences between the perfect, between the non-perfect ladder, which beaten like unperfect, and the another one it is a perfect ladder which can't help us to reach our goals. You perfectly mention about those things, and I will say one thing, me as well. uh, I think in our life, someone said me we should not take excuses about the things, like I do not have this thing, I do not have that thing. We should continue throughout whatever we had, uh, like that. This ladder also telling the same thing I'm expecting, and I can say your perspective is very nice. You're looking this perspective towards your life is wonderful. No one cannot stop you.
Mhm.
Yes,
Thank
that's all.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you for you. Mm, okay. Um, I will go for a next participant. Okay, I think after your no participant added, please add your names through the list through website.
Hey,
Yes. Anyone willing to okay, pick one picture and describe about it? Steve Black Shell. Uh, are you there?
are you there?
Me, yes, I'm available here. You want to pick one picture?
I would like to ask you some questions.
Me, I will also participate, but if any person willing to do before me, they are acceptable.
All right.
Okay, you want to go? Okay. If anyone want, they can mention their name in the VC, or they can add website. Website is open to add your names. Anu, yes, ma'am, are available here.
Yes, sir, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, I would like to go with are those the pictures? Wait, there's ugly action with perfection.
Ma'am, please continue. You can go with that picture, or you can explain shortly about all the pictures at once. As you wish, you can go. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm ready. So I will go with the first picture that. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Okay, I'll go with the first picture, which is ugly action with perfection. Okay, so this is something I would like to explain. This is the only picture I'm going to explain. Uh, so I may take 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so this picture is depicting me of that not every starting has to be perfect, and also if the ending is not perfect, it's still fine. You just have to start. So here we can see two letters. One is made of very imperfectly cut uh, wood, I would say, and also the placement of the wood is also not in a proper letter that we all are aware of. It is very slopey. Some are at an angle, and some are even at a very bad angle, I would say. But it's still making a leather, and it has the stability that it can get you through the wall or the wall. Here I would like to describe it as a hindrance or something. In real life, if we would kind like to like how do I say that word? Sorry, that isn't coming. So this is a difficulty in our life which we are trying to overcome. And the next side by ladder is a ladder which is incomplete, and it is very good. It's very perfect looking what we generally estimate for a leather to look like. It has very straight, and it's the proportions are also it, but there are only two steps that have been created till now, and all the wood is there on the other side, and it's not complete. So I would like to describe it as such that whenever we are trying to finish or start, anything, or if when you finish with one thing and you're going to start with something else, the first thing that we can think is start. If we don't start, then this is not gonna end. Here with the very uneven or imperfect leather, I would say that at least the person is able to cross the difficulty or the wall or the hindrance that has been made. And sorry for the disturbance. And the next leather is very perfect looking, but it's not complete. So sometimes we think in our life that we haven't started anything, or we haven't started a plan or because we feel like that maybe the first step wasn't perfect, so we just leave the thing and move on to something very new. We don't try to finish the task because we feel like that perfection is everything. So from my side, it is that perfection is never the thing. You just have to start it. Even in my personal life also, I have faced some situations where I used to believe that maybe everything should be very perfect, but somehow everything got messed up. And when there are situations where all the messed up things ended up being something which I am today, and I feel like it is a very productive way to start, even if the steps are not perfect. Thank you. I'm sorry, I was getting a little bit disturbance, so the things didn't come as I expected it to be.
No, ma'am. Imperfect is very good. It reaches you up to starting to end. No worries, ma'am. And I want to say about your speech, and you mentioned about the words like start and end, and I really like you are observing the things like deeper. Even you are using some technical words like angle and straight, these kind of things when you are observing, and I can say you are detail oriented. You try to explain the certain things in a very detailed manner. Like measurements, you will always think about the measurements and calculate, and you will describe the things. And you mentioned about the life philosophy, about you adding the things like you're describing the person. No person is perfect. We always think about the perfectionists have to be like any person who we met, but perfection never come. It will always evolve in ourselves. Thank you, ma'am. I noticed these points in your explanation. I think it is very well. Thank you, ma'am, being a part in the session. You want to
Thank you
choose
so
any
much. I would
any
like
mm,
anything else?
any picture more?
Okay, let me see. Um, I'm sorry, I feel like that maybe this too, I won't be able to describe it as a whole.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. No worries about that. Um, and if anyone want to participate, please mention your name.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am here. You want to describe any
All
picture?
right. Let me ask you. Uh, this group has been created for English learner. Am I
Mm,
right?
yes, you want to participate in the session? Okay. Please, anyone want to participate? Please mention your name in the VC, or you can directly add your name through website. I know we started the late today's session. Even there is a lot of time to add your names. Yes, please come forward. Any person want to describe any kind of picture, or otherwise I will explain any kind of picture. I can observe some of the names: Logan, mm, Arsh, Jishan, Jay, Bishwajit, Ye, Jamuna, K, Vanita ma'am. You guys want to participate in the session?
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Can you raise your voice?
Yeah, I'm just lacking with the network. Maybe that's why like I can get the half of your voice. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am, you are completely audible.
Okay. So have you done with your participants? No one is there to participate?
No, ma'am. Like today we post lately. That's why I think less participants we got. I complete my list. I about to
Okay.
add more participants in the list, or I want to
Akash,
take. Mm,
excuse me, can I participate?
yes, ma'am. You can, of course, ma'am.
Thank you, Akash. Where are the pictures? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Pictures are available in the chart. You can pick one and wholly you can explain about the article. Sorry, about the picture, or you can um, choose three of the pictures. Shortly, you can explain overall about the pictures.
Okay, Akash. So I'll choose, go with the first picture that is about the ladder. Okay. Okay.
You know.
So very good evening, everyone. So I'm going to explain the first picture about the ladder. So actually, this picture connects deeply with me because I have learned that sometimes messy actions is better than waiting for a perfect plan. When I started working, I didn't even tell my parents. I just took the step because I knew I had to create my own path. So at first, I was nervous and uncomfortable, but slowly I adjusted. That imperfect start taught me more than any perfect plan ever could. So in life, I have realized one thing. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, it never comes. So there will be like always be a fear, doubt, and uncertainty. But the courage to start anyway, it's what really moves you forward. The world keeps changing. And if we keep chasing perfection, we will never begin. So even in my office life, I have seen people overthink so much that they lose opportunities, while those who take a small step, even clumsy one, ends up learning and like growing faster. So this image reminds me that progress is more powerful than perfections. You may not have everything figured out, but if your intentions are pure and your effort is honest, life will shape itself beautifully. So a broken ladder that helps you climb is always better than a perfect one lying unfinished. So yeah, should I explain only one, or can I go with other also?
Yes, ma'am. You can go with other one.
So other one is about the rich and the poor. Okay. So okay, this picture hits hard because it reflects what we actually see.
Ma'am, second ago your voice.
I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, this picture, reflects what we actually see around every day. So the poor person watering the rich shows how the world often works. The one who have less keep giving more. I have seen this both in my office and in my society also. Some people work day and night doing all the real hard work, but recognitions on or rewards rarely reach them. Instead, always the credit often goes to someone sitting at the top. Even in my own journey, when I started my own small business with my friend, we had to do everything on our own. There was no backup, no support system, just the will to stand, on our own feet. We learned what real struggle means. Sleepless night, limited money, endless doubts. But we also learned how powerful self-belief is. So this picture teaches me that life will never be equal, but it doesn't mean we stop giving, even if others misuse your kindness. Never let the world change your nature, because generosity, empathy, and humanity, these are the real richness that actually no amount of money can buy. So it also reminds me to stay um, humble. Today, if I have a job or a stability, I shouldn't forget that uh, someone else unseen effort supports the comfort we live in. So yeah, Akash, that's all from my side. Third picture, actually, I want to explain, but a man carrying the heavy stones. It's a very good storytelling. Yeah, I'll have to think. Can you give, should I?
Yes, ma'am, you can. Please go.
Okay, how many stones he's carrying on this, back? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So this picture feels so, actually so real, because it reflects what almost every human being is going through, carrying silent burdens that no one can see. It could be responsibility, broken dreams, family pressure, loneliness, or simply the weight of expectations. We all carry something heavy in our heart, but still keep walking. Uh, Living alone and working has made me understand this deeply. There were times when I came home, tired, emotionally drained, and I just wanted to cry quietly. There is no one to share every detail with. Yet the next morning, you have to show up again, strong, calm, professional. That's what life teaches you. Strength isn't loud, it's silent, and it's steady. I have seen this with so many people too. A parent working double shift to support their child dreams, a woman balancing career and family with no break, or a young person trying to prove themselves in a comparative world. Everyone is fighting unseen battles, and still we keep smiling. So this picture, reminds me that it's okay to feel tired, it's okay to blend a little, but never break, because the weight we carry shapes us, and one day it makes us unshaken. Life is not about having it easy. Uh, it's about having the strength to move ahead, even when everything feels so heavy. Uh, yes, Akash, that's all from my side. Thank you
Yes, ma'am.
so much for listening to me. Thank you,
Yes,
everyone.
yes. Thank you, ma'am. And I never give one by one. I will wholly give one feedback for you. I can say that you mentioned about the reality, what you observe, and the perspective you what you see the world, how you see the world. And I can say that you mentioned about the stuff about the family and office, and you observe the people exactly how they struggle and how they, I can say, help their family and how they brought up the children, even how much struggle they, even the last picture you mentioned about um, how much burden they had, they never show. And even you mentioned about the young, uh, how the perspective from the adult to elder, adult and even younger person who show the other person, I am like, I will do work, let it be, I will burden whole thing in my head, like that they will show. And even you mention about the cry, how much pressure you experience in your business, and you learn a lot, even you have a lot of things, but you carry forward the empathy and humbleness. This is a greater thing, ma'am, I can say. It is not a bit, I won't tell about this feedback, but I can say wholly your, it tells about your personality and how strong you are, how strong you are capable, even you are nervous in so many situations. Thank you, ma'am, for mentioning all those wholeful answers in one speech.
Thank you so much, Akash. Thank you so much. Actually, the images talks a lot, but I gave my example, my own example. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Akash.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being a part in session. Yes, ma'am. Vanita, ma'am. At the time we are talking.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Now I'll take part.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Which picture you want to pick up?
The first one, the ladder one, I want to speak.
Ladder one.
Yeah.
Excellent, ma'am. Please carry forward.
Okay. Here, good evening, everyone. This is Vanita, and I'm depicting the picture number one, which there is a two ladder. There are two ladders. Okay. So one is which the rungs are chaotic, and the other one is only two rungs, but have the perfection over there. So the line above we can see ugly action beats perfection, means like if you are learning something, inculcating something, and you are on the process, do not seek for something else in between. Like some people do multitasking. I'm not telling that you should never do that, but if you take any example, like I like to give an example. Just imagine there is a child who is like entering into the school life, and what the teachers do, um, they do like they teach some slanting lines or something related to art, drawing, okay, and later they introduce something like 1 2 3 and all. They don't give everything at once, like 1 to 10 they won't give that. They do something like they make them to practice. In the in the first day they will do like they'll give only one and write it for several times until the perfection comes, and the next day they will be giving two. It continues, right, on and on, like 3 4 5. After that, if you ask the child, that child can make that proper alignment according to the numbers. If that teacher gives the same thing, like on the first day itself, like 1 to 10, and do practice that for other 10 days, what happens? She can't remember the perfection. That's the thing over here. So the perfection means what you learned, how much you have learned, and how much that potential you have to proceed that, to succeed that. That's the thing. So here you can see the ladder with the chaotic. It means like you are multitasking at the same time. You are learning many things, several things. Like if you take social media, you're like scrolling some reels on and on, on and on, on and on. Later, you don't remember anything. What was the things you are scrolling on? You don't remember. But if you are watching any one video, and if you are trying to recollect the memory, I think like something else you can recollect, right? It happens. That's the action. Here, ugly action beats perfection means if you are focusing on something, if you want to really learn, and definitely you can do that by the perfection and by process, focusing on one thing for some time, then you will get the actual thing, actual learning process. That's the clarity of this image, what I am getting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vanita. Thank you so much. Actually, the images talks a lot, but I gave my example, my own example. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. The view you mentioned about your perspective about the child, the learning stage of this child, when he had the teacher used to give 1 to 10. He never be perfect in anything because of the memory power of the child. When he got from the 1 to 2, like every day the perfect thing to learn such a process. The teacher um, had made him or her as a beautiful perfectionist in certain things. And even you are mentioning about the ladder, the crossing ladder. Your perspective is like social media. Whenever you are getting distraction, your mind can be distracted like a ladder angle in the first picture, first ladder, I can say. And you are telling about the perfect, whenever even we cannot stand. It is also the thing you observe, that we cannot stand in the cross
Yes, yes.
angle
It is
ladder.
useless. Yeah,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can see the ladder. When it is like improper rungs,
Mm,
then we cannot use that. No one will buy that, right?
yes,
So
ma'am.
that's
Yes,
why I
ma'am.
mentioned the perfection makes matter.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
The way the way you observe, I think is a greater thing. Even as a sensible thing, we should feel and observe those things. What in the first ladder and second ladder, what it helps us in our life. Thank you, ma'am. Because of you, I can say this picture got some diverse perspective. Thank you for mentioning.
Okay, Akash, if no one is participating, I'll depict the other pictures as well. Just take
Mm.
participant's name. If no one is doing, then I'll continue.
Okay, ma'am. I will just observe for a while the website. Yes, ma'am. You can continue, ma'am. I will ask another participant as well after you. Okay, ma'am. You can continue shortly. These two pictures.
Okay, so let me proceed with the second image. The second image we can see there are two cactuses plant. One symbolize the rich one, the another one is poor, and below that we can see the dollar symbol. So the watering water we can connect to the source like the wealth. Okay, so now I'll depict the image. Here, the richer one is pouring some water, the money over here, and the poorer one getting that. And still, what's happening there? There is no stability is happening, and the poorer one is not utilizing it because in today's reality, the life has been so difficult because of the financial crisis. The poor stay poor and the richer is like becoming towering. How? See the symbol of the rich cactus, like it is huge in height, and the other one is very short. Why it's happening? Because there is no proper watering happening for that plant, right? If there is no proper water, sorry, if there is no proper watering is happening over there, then how the poor plant will be growing? That's the symbol. So whatever they are giving, they are taking in some other ways. The source has been disappeared in some other ways. Might be some education purpose, family essential things, like everything has been a skyrocket, like has very costly. So that's the thing, like the poor is still poor and the rich is growing for long. Thank you.
Again, again, you done excellent job, ma'am. Where I will tell the picture you observe, and you mention about the height difference between the rich and poor. The way, and you are telling about the watering, the effect we can observe the water. The rich person, water he pours to the um, not by the plant, by the poorer one. He's just pouring in the jug, and again he receiving through the source, through the pot. This is a life circle. You wonderfully explained, ma'am, very well. Everyone can observe that in the picture. Uh, the rich can only grow for entire life. For example, about this picture.
Until the equality happens, no one can be equal. Like it is not in the neutral ways. We can still compare rich versus poor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Even even the height difference changes. Even there is a rich and poor. We cannot erogate about those things in our society. It is a harsh reality. Thank you, ma'am. And anyone want to describe any picture? You like to describe? There are 3 pictures available in the chart. They are well known, connected to us in our society format or any kind of situation. They are all 3 of the pictures are connected with us. Please come forward and explain one picture among them or 3 pictures shortly. I can observe the participants like Gautam. You can add your names to website. There is a time. I will observe any person added. Yes, I can see the names in the VC. I will call out for a while. P, Yeti, Riya, Logan, Danush, Akash, my name, Raji, Gautam, Naresh. Please open your mic and describe about the things. What sort of things you are getting from the picture? It is well connected to your like perspective. You can know your perspective, how you look the picture, and how you describing the picture about the starting to ending. You can observe your own perspective. Yes, Eti, are you there?
Yes, hi Akash. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, yes. Hi, ma'am. Good evening. A warm welcome to you.
Okay, so I
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. So I will try to describe the pictures as there are no others. No one is ready right now, so I will try to describe all 3 pictures. So I will start with the first one, which in which there are 2 ladders. So good evening, everyone. This is Iti. So I'm going to describe these pictures. So first picture, as there is a, a message also written there that ugly action beats perfection. So in this picture, as we can see, there there are 2 ladders, which one is very which is complete but is not that much organized in a proper way, but other is not complete, only 2 sticks are there, but it is properly uh, fixed on that ladder. So as it convey a very uh, deep message about the sad reality about our lives, and how we work. Some people work hard, but some complete it anyway. Then, so in the first letter, if we see, the everything is here and there, and it is not completed. It is not properly ready to use to anyone, but it is uh, completed. And other is perfect, as we can see, but still we cannot use it, uh, because it is also not taking us to the proper height at it should be, but somewhere it can lift us a little a bit, but other by the other stair you cannot go anywhere. But as for the message which is indicated here, that ugly action beats perfection, so sometimes in life we can also see that some people do or take some shortcuts, and we do not know from where and how they come, um, and sit in a particular position. If we see some competitive examination, the there are some rich people who can take the seats seats by taking money, or they reach that place, but other person is perfectly doing or doing something about that to get there, but it is not uh, uh, he or she isn't there because of he's working hard to be perfect, to make able herself to reach that point and justify that position. But because of those people who follow that bad practice and they reached, so but the other person who is doing very good things and good knowledge about that particular thing, then they do not reach there. So this what I understand about this picture. And in short, yes, it is very uh, reality check statement that ugly action beats perfection in real life as well. So this move to second picture, as it is also a reality check again about life, that how uh, a rich becomes more rich and poor become uh, poor and remain poor, and they never improve. They born poor and they most probably die poor as well. So in this picture, as we can see, the two cactus cactus look like men. One is very tall and one is short, and they both are having that water powering pot, which is but the one thing you notice in the um, you can see that long rich person who are giving some water, which indicates here wealth, or uh, as because rich and poor clearly mentioned. So water which is going to the poor person's bucket is indirectly coming to uh, his mm, own pot. So it is not like it is going. It seems when poor persons see that yes, I am receiving something, but he is not receiving it at all. It is indirectly going where from where it is coming. So because of this system, rich can only become rich, and in real life it is also in the same way, as we see uh, the uh, corporate things and advertisements, and everywhere we see that the innocent people are brainwashed uh, by these rich people, or who have the idea that how can they use that innocent people who do not have that much idea about how things get done, how they can become or monetize their task or work properly. they use them, and after at that time they realize they cannot do anything. So in this picture, this message is I don't know how to say. Yes, it is conveyed that yes, it is the sad reality in our society as well. So this is all about second picture. Sorry, I'm taking too much time. And the third picture, so I'm moving to third picture. The so it is uh, as we can see that in this picture there what I can see, there is a man who is uh, bending um, on the surface, and he's having so many heavy stones and heavy weight on his back. So when we it shows that when we take too much of burden of so many things, then we cannot move or we cannot stand to do anything. There is one thing, if we see in this picture, there is one thing which can be done, that if you can if you can stand, then no burden will be there on your back. But when you start to take one, then you bend a little, then another, sometimes we feel we see, and I noticed personally, sometimes we take responsibility so many things which is actually not our concern. Sometimes something happened and which is not favorable, and we think that it happens because of me. If I didn't do that thing that day and that moment, so it will not happen. But it is not like that. What is happening, it is decided to happen. It should be in that way. So we should not take so much burden on ourselves that which is not connected to us, and which is not actually our fault. Because when we decide to do anything at the moment, as then at the moment I'm deciding to do anything, then I'm for sure that i I'm right. I'm seeing all the situations which are at this moment, then it is right and thing to do for me. I will know later that when the result is not favorable, that oh, my decision was wrong, I am wrong, I'm a very wrong decision maker, I should not take decision in the future, I'm not the right person to decide anything, I should be depend on other person. So it is unnecessary burden which cannot let us move to do anything. Yes, so this much I understood. Thank you for listening me. Yes, I took so much time. Whenever I take any part in this type of thing, you can interrupt me. If I took too much time, it happens with me.
No, ma'am.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, last answer. You mentioned, no, ma'am. Don't take pressure on yourself. Your decisions are very right. Your answer only I'm repeating. Sorry for that. And I can say that about the picture, I'm not seeing the pictures, but I am seeing your perspective regarding how you are saying that, and what convey the message you brought. And I can see the ladder, the thing, the first you mentioned, no, ma'am, about the ladder is zigzag, the first ladder, and you see that perfect ladder. You see the perspective regarding our system. Whoever in our system, they are going zigzag way, like buying seats regarding like education or any kind of thing. They are going in a zigzag way, and so many times they are winning in our world. and you see the perspective, the perfectionist cannot reach in the ladder. The way the picture is telling about, the perfect ladder cannot reach the wall. Only zigzag, through the zigzag ideas and the zigzag political things, they are reaching the ladder. And I can see that the second picture you are mentioning about the watering the plant, the perspective you observe, I think, about only the innocent people are suffering in this world. Exactly, and the rich people are using them. Even they can't unnotice at the time, they are losing all those things, their money and their energy, and overall they are contributing. And the last picture you already mentioned, ma'am. Don't even you are thinking about, I taken a lot of time. Don't think don't pressurize yourself, ma'am. That's all. Thank you, ma'am, for being a part in the session.
Thank you, Akash.
Thank you, ma'am. Your perspective are very, very clear and very honesty. And I can say you're true. You are looking to your perspective. Really, you can observe the reality about the society. I think you can observe the real things in everyday task of your day-to-day life. You are very clear. Thank you, ma'am. You also given some perspective regarding true pictures. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Akash. Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
carry on.
If anyone want to take part, please mention your name in the website, or I think any session near to start. I don't know. I should conclude the session, I think so. Whether I'm seeing, okay. It's time to end the session. Thank you everyone being a part in the session. Thank you for giving your perspectives regarding in every picture. Now I am getting the new perspective in my life through your perspective. Thank you.